just retain. Real strong men are self-controlled, their info is plain. If you don't know, feel that energy flow right into your brain. Your whole game will change. So just retain. So just retain. So just retain. Real strong men are self-controlled, their info is plain. If you don't know, feel that energy flow right into your brain. Your whole game will change. So just retain. So just retain.
Soldiers, what's up? We got Captain Jake in the house. What's up?
Yes. Soldiers retain. Semen retention army coming at ya.
Yeah. Listen, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this live broadcast. We're going to be going live at this time, wherever you're watching this, whether it's on Captain Jake's Facebook, whether it's on my YouTube, wherever you're watching it, just know every single Wednesday we're going to be going live right at this time with a sexual alchemy training to help you transmute that sexual energy. So if you want to become a powerhouse both in and outside the bedroom, if you want to master your sexual energy, you want to take all of that sexual urge and drive and passion that you got and build it and cultivate it, because I know some of y'all need to cultivate it. Y'all living a little too docile, a little too like watching too much Netflix or something, right? So if you want more energy, or you got a lot of energy, you want to transmute that, put it into your health, put it into your finances, put it into your business, your goals, your purpose. And if you're on the spiritual path and you want to be able to transmute that energy to expand your awareness, your consciousness, then transmuting your sexual energy is a must. We're going to get started right away. I want you guys to stand up if you can. You can do this practice sitting down. We're going to be doing the 6 healing sounds. Now, the purpose of this specific practice is to begin to clear the traumas, the impression, all the porn you've been watching, all the sexual trauma, and it doesn't even, sometimes we don't even register it as trauma, but that argument that you had, you know what I mean? That anger that you might have, that jealousy, that anxiousness, that worry, all of that is negative emotion stored within the body. And when we've got negative emotions stored in the body, they create energetic blocks. So our energy can't flow. And as our energy flows, so does our life. But when our energy gets stagnant, imagine like water, and water gets stagnant, then what happens? Right? It gets dirty. It gets muddled up, right? You can't really have a nice flow. And then it collects gunk. And so a lot of us have energetic gunk within our body. So the 6 healing sounds is going to help move that gunk out of that body. So let's get right into it. Hopefully you're standing. I want you to stand we're going to show you the first position in the sexual alchemy training book. So for those who go on to join us inside the Semen Retention Army, this is going to be your main posture that you begin all the practices with, and it's called Wuji Position or Wuji Posture. So what you want to do is you can zip up your legs so that they're completely tight. Take your legs and put them 45 degrees so your heels are touching, and then move it so that they're parallel. So your shoulder width, my hips are a bit big. I got them South American hips, so they're a bit big. Yours might be a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger. And just find what's comfortable, right? It doesn't have to be exactly shoulder width. Bend your knees slightly a bit so that you're feeling comfortable, and tuck your butt in a bit. I'll stand like this so you can see. So you see I'm exaggerating it, but I'm tucking my butt in like as I was leaning on a bar stool. So I'm just hanging out like this, all right? Then your back is completely straight. Imagine a golf ball was in between your 2 armpits, so they're slightly tucked out. And then you want to do what's called tiger mouth, which is to extend your hand like this. Now, you're not like tight, but you're just extending it. So it's firm, your energy's flowing through it, but you're relaxed. You'll notice that in sexual alchemy, it's all about the dynamic of yin yang, male, female, opposing forces. Like in Hatha Yoga. In Hatha Yoga, they talk lots about the opposing forces. Similarly, we're learning to work with our opposing forces and make them one, unite them, so that we're one system and we're not fighting each other and battling not just each other, but within ourselves, right? Oftentimes we're so like undecided. Should I do this? Should I do that? We're having all of this little battle. Through these practices, you become one unit, one thing, and you move forward. So Wuji position, imagine that a string was dangling from your head, so it's nice and relaxed, right? You could do the little Indian head nod, right? For all my Indian brothers, all right? And then tuck your chin in slightly. So I'm going to show you to the side what it looks like. Okay? This is Wuji position. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a 6 healing sounds routine. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to take you through all 6 healing sounds to explain it. So that's going to take, about 5-10 minutes for me to explain it. Then we're going to go through all 6 healing sounds together, and you've got a wicked routine that you can use every single day. Once you've got it, you can do this within 5 to 10 minutes every single day to clear the negative energy stuck in your body. And even if you're like, my life is awesome, overall, I would say my life is pretty awesome where it's at now. But even still, we're dealing with other people's negative energy. There's lots going on in the world. All of that gets, we absorb that. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the first healing sound, which is the lungs. So inside the lungs is where we can store a lot of, our negative energy can get stored up in the lungs. We want to clear our lungs nicely. So what you want to do is you want to imagine you're going to breathe up and you're going to bring your hands right up to the lungs. You're going to put your hands outward and then you're going to use the sound shh. Now, the mental part of this is that when you're breathing up into the lungs, you're going to imagine white light, white vapor filling up the lungs. And then when you exhale with the sound shh, so think of like shh, that's going to clear your lungs out. And you can imagine the white vapor leaving, taking away all of the negative energy that's stored within the lungs. Okay? And this is using movement, sound, and intention. And these 3 things will help clear the body. So that's the movement of the lungs. Now the next one we're going to work with is the liver. It's the kidney. So the kidney is we're going to work with the color blue. So you're going to do Wuji, you're going to breathe into your liver. Into your kidney, and your kidneys are just right back here. Okay, so you're going to breathe in, bring your hands up to about the chest, flip your hands down, and then you're going to use the sound chew, like a choo-choo train. It's going to sound like this. And you can see I'm bending over like that, because I'm massaging the kidney, right? So again, the mind is anchored in the kidney. So we're breathing up blue light, and then we're releasing. And that's the kidneys is what we're working with, the water element there. And that element is really governing our fear. So when we're feeling a lot of fear, this is a great sound to go through. After we do the kidneys, then we're going to work with the liver. We're going to work with the element of wood, which is represented with of green, the color green. Inside the liver is where we're storing our jealousy, our frustrations. When our liver is nice and clear, we feel expansive. We want to share our gifts. This is important for business. This is important for service, so that we want to share ourselves and expand ourselves with others. So what we're working here is with the sound shh, Oh, I think we're working with the sound. I think I said for the first one. It's actually S. Yes. So, anyways, we'll make that change when we do it. So here we're working with the sound sh. You're gonna breathe in, breathing in green light, green vapors into the liver. Flipping the hand up. You're gonna lean to the left to massage the liver, and you're gonna breathe out all of that jealousy, anger, frustration. And that's the liver. Then we're going to work with the heart. The heart is the exact same movement as the liver, but on the other side, we're going to work with the color red, which is the element of fire. And in our heart, so from instance, from the knowledge of the Vedas, we know that the heart is the seat of the soul. Jesus Christ also said the kingdom of heaven is the door to the kingdom of heaven is through the heart. So very advanced souls in this world and avatars always talked about the heart. And even from a biological perspective, it is now proven that the heart has more transmitters, more neurons than the brain, meaning the heart is the brain of the body. And most of us, especially as men, we become real disconnected from the heart. So being connected with the heart again and having the heart guide us is way more intelligent than the intelligence of the mind, and definitely the intelligence of the balls. Okay. So the heart, we're going to breathe in red light, red vapors into the heart. Turn the hands around. Lean to the right to massage the heart, and let go of any hate, cruelty that you may be holding with the sound like you're checking your breath. All right. So then after the heart, we're going to work with our stomach and spleen. This is governed by earth. This is the color yellow. This is where we store our anxiousness, our obsessions, our addictions, our vices. Oh, I need to watch porn. Oh, I need to smoke dope. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do that. All of that. And that fear. Oh my God, am I going to have enough money this month? Am I going to do this? Is it going to work? All of that gets stored. And you'll notice that people with a lot of anxiety, a lot of anxiousness, they end up developing stomach ulcers, digestive issues, right? This can be cleared out by clearing out, by using this movement. So here we're going to breathe into the stomach and spleen. Hands up. Now here, you're going to take your right hand and dig it into where the ribs split. So right as the ribs split, you're going to put one hand in there, and the left hand is going to go under the rib. So you're really massaging, and then you're going to let the sound, the sound that you're going to use is ho. So it's going to look and sound like this. And then right when you're about 10% left of breath, you're going to ho, toss it out. Ho. And you're just letting all of that ho. Let that anxiousness go. Let that anxiety go. Let that nervousness and those vices and obsessions go. Then the last sound we're going to use is called the triple heater. Definitely one of my favorite tools out of the Sexual Alchemy playbook found inside the Semen Retention Army, which is you're going to breathe in translucent. So imagine just like a clear, translucent vapor. Like your whole body was becoming a clear tube. You're going to float your hands up over the head, and then you're going to release it with the sound. Think of a cat hissing, and you're going to slowly bring it down. And right when you're about 10% of breath left, you go, and you toss it. Now, if you're thinking, geez, I got to remember all that, you definitely don't. I'm going to walk you through it, but I just wanted to give you a preliminary explanation of the sounds and the benefits. Let's get into it. I'm going to grab some water. Jake, you got anything to add?
I just want to say that I think it's great that we're doing this. Really excited to show people some of the practices we're actually doing to show people what's going on inside the semen retention army and how guys are changing their lives. You know, there's a lot of substance to the practices we're doing. So I think it's really cool that we're showing them. And the 6 healing sounds, especially for me, has just been incredible. I do it every morning and evening. And over time, I can really tangibly feel the energy changing and those positive emotions coming in with those negative ones being released. I like to also give a little smile to the organs before and after I do it as well, you know, like smile, give a little loving smile to these parts of the body that we've been holding so much anxiety and negative emotions in, and clear them out with loving intention.
Yeah, we do that within the practice. After the practice, we hold it for a bit and just do some inner smiling, which is a very powerful technique. Most people know how to use their iPhone, right? Their phones, we're really adept on using phones and technology and apps, but most people do not spend any time learning how to program and use the most powerful piece of technology on the planet, which is the human body. This human form of life has so much potential, and oftentimes most people, the sad reality is that they die never realizing that there's so much potential is within them by activating consciously the body. So here's what we're going to do it. All right, let's get rolling. Thanks, guys, for being here with us live. We're standing shoulder width apart, Wuji position. I'll walk you through the practices. We're going to do 3 rounds of each sound. So don't, worry about getting it right, or did I get it right or wrong? It's a practice. Really surrender to the practice, surrender to the sounds and movement, and you'll feel the difference immediately. All right, so we're standing here, Wuji position and posture, and we're going to start by clearing the lungs with the sound like a snake. All right, let's breathe white light, white vapors into the lungs. Let it go with the sound. Breathing in white light, white vapors into the lungs. Letting go of all negative energy in the lungs. Feel into the lungs. This is where we store our sadness, our depression. Breathing in one more time, white light, white vapors into the lungs. And with your intention, all sadness, all depression, gone. You can put your hands on your lungs now and send your inner awareness into your lungs. Smile to your own lungs. And go ahead, you could put a smile on your face. You know, a smile is attractive. Most guys walk around serious, trying to be hard. But actually, what's attractive is positivity, openness, kindness. All right, we're going to work with the kidneys. I'll stand sideways and Jake will stand straight forward so you can see it from a couple different angles. We're going to breathe blue light, blue vapors into our kidney and release it with the sound. Breathing up blue light into the kidney. The kidney is our water element, governs our fear. Letting go of fear. One more time, blue light, blue vapors. Place your hands on your kidneys. Smile to your kidneys. Say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
What would your life be like if fear didn't run your life? What would you do? What would you have? Who would you become if fear was eliminated? All right, we're going to now work with the liver. So the liver is where we store our anger, our jealousies, our frustrations. We're going to work with the color green. You're going to breathe into the liver. Green light, green vapors into the liver. And then let all of that negative energy go with the sound. Again, breathe. Green light, green vapors. And once again, breathing up. Green light, green vapors. You can place your hands now on your liver. Smile to the liver, saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. Imagine if jealousy wasn't an issue, frustration. You could remove. How much can be done if you didn't operate from jealousy, from anger? How many relationships are destroyed and killed because of jealousy? Inside of the Hare Krishna order, our spiritual master Srila Prabhupada would say that the ultimate test for the spiritualist is jealousy or envy. When we're envious of others, oh, look what they have. They have a nice body. They have nice money. They have a nice wife. They have nice life. I don't have that. When we have envy, we block ourselves from expanding the gifts that God has allotted for us. All right, now we're going to work with the heart. We're working with the color red. In our heart is where we have our hate, our cruelty. So let's breathe in, red, light, red vapors. And we're letting it go with the sound. Again, breathing up, red light, red vapors. And once again, breathing into the heart, red light, red vapors. Letting all our hate or our cruelty go. Put your hand on your heart. Smile to your heart. Connect with your heart. Feel love. Feel joy. What would your life be like if you operated from a space of love and joy? A space of selfless service. It's yummy just thinking about it. And then, now we're going to do our stomach and spleen, where we hold our obsessiveness, our addictions, our anxiousness, our worries. We're going to breathe into the stomach. Yellow light, yellow vapor. And we're going to let it go with the sound. And then toss it to Mother Earth. Mother Earth is feminine. She's nurturing. When we're disconnected from the earth, when we treat our earth badly, it's like we're like cutting off from our own mother, from our own supply. breathing in yellow light, yellow vapors. And one more time. Put your hand on your stomach, putting all your awareness into your stomach and spleen, saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. Imagine a life with no vice. Imagine a life clear of worry and anxiousness. Imagine a life of freedom. And now we're going to do the last sound to end it off, the triple heater. We're going to breathe in. Imagine your entire body being filled with vapors, white vapors, or translucent, completely transparent. And then with the sound, toss it out. This is just a clearing exercise, a clearing sound to clear any excess energy and thoughts. Now just stand again in Wuji position and posture. So I'll go sideways. Jake will stand forward so you can see it from a couple different angles. And I just want you to stand here for about 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and just feel into your body, smiling completely into the body, all your awareness in your body. Now shake it out. Just let it go. Shake out the legs. You can even do a little bit of just kind of just like tapping out, which just helps us clear some of that excess energy, some of that stagnant energy that's trapped in the cells. All on the shoulders, all on the arms, above the head, everywhere. Just tapping it out. And boom, you got the 6 healing sounds. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Shubham, hopefully I'm saying that right, says this is really good. I've just tried it. Fantastic. Thank you guys so much. So listen, just a couple announcements. First of all, as I mentioned at the beginning in the video, if you're tuning in now, you can go and when we're done the recording here, the live broadcast, this will be left up so that you can practice and learn the 6 healing sounds. Once you know the 6 healing sounds, you can do that within 5 minutes, like real quickly, where you just...
Yeah. Yeah, I do it every morning and night like a shower, you know? Like we wash our bodies, cleanse my energy system with this in the morning and evening, even just two at a time. And over time, it becomes so tangible, the change in energy.
That's it.
Even the triple heater on its own can be used, right? Even if you don't have much time, you can just do that last one. Triple heater, calm you down. If you're feeling hot, too many thoughts, or before bed, nice sleep.
Yeah, absolutely. The triple heater is one of my favorite exercises because I'm very fiery. So I got a lot of energy, a lot of sex energy, a lot of sex urge and drive. To transmute that, for me, it's important to keep my body cool, and the triple heater does that. So again, once you know those sounds, 5 minutes in the shower, boom, 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 you'll feel ready, feel powerful, feel focused for your day. Do it at night to cool the body down, get a good night rest. You get a good night rest, and boom, you start your day off right. There's so many benefits. And that's just the first sexual alchemy practice of the 27 training videos that we got available for you inside the Semen Retention Army, plus a support group, plus accountability. So if you want to take the next step and get committed to your sexual alchemy, get committed into learning the art of sex transmutation, then join us inside the free trial. So you can come inside the Army. We'll leave all the links below once the recording's done. So just give us a few minutes. I'll pop it on right away. You will be able to sign up for free and try the sexual alchemy practices out. Come work with us for a couple weeks inside the Army. You'll see it's for you, and then you'll stick around. So you can go ahead and get started in the free trial. I also want to let you know that this weekend, so December 4th, is our How to Quit Porn free webinar training. So if you're struggling with porn addiction, if that's an issue with you, or maybe it's not an addiction, but you just don't want it in your life anymore, you don't want porn, you don't want to do that anymore, first of all, I highly recommend you walking away from that. It destroys your life and your brain, and I'll be explaining all the science behind it, why it's addictive, and more importantly, what the process is to transmuting that addiction and getting rid of it. Then sign up for the How to Quit Porn webinar coming up this Saturday. And lastly, no, that's it. That's my 2 announcements. 2 announcements. Oh, I guess the 3rd announcement is put it on your timer. Again, we're going to go live next week. Again, next week, we're going to be doing what's called sexual vitality breathing. We're going to show you a few different breath exercises that you can do. So to arouse your energy or heat yourself up, to cool yourself down, and to balance yourself. So we're going to be showing you sexual vitality breathing for your sex transmutation and practice so that you can rock it, so you could be a powerhouse, a better lover for your partner, more intimate, more presence. You could become a powerhouse in the bedroom. If you've got premature ejaculation, if you're a quick shooter, the average guy lasts only about 5 minutes in the bedroom. It takes the average woman at least 20 minutes to warm up before a state where she's orgasmic. This is causing huge problems and dissatisfactions in the bedroom. All right. So please take it seriously. If you need to, sometimes as guys, it's hard to be like, I think I need some bedroom, work. It's kind of hard to admit that, but it's the reality, and we need to deal with it head on. If you're a spiritual practitioner that maybe is practicing a brahmachari, or you're trying to move away from sex, living celibate, then these practices will help you transmute that energy. So wherever you're at, you'll notice that these practices have a place in your life, so you can use it and you can rock your life out. Captain Jake, you got anything to say before we sign off?
I just want to say I'm really excited for next week, and there's so many other cool practices, guys, that will really help your life, just like this one. And if you felt anything doing that, give it a go and continue the practices, and tune in next week for more practices that do all different kinds of things. And yeah, that's it really. I really enjoyed being here.
Yeah, me too. All right, guys, reach out to us if you have any questions. I'll see the guys who decided to go and take advantage of the free trial inside the Semen Retention Army. The rest of you guys, I hope to see you on the webinar this weekend. And of course, we'll see you next week for our sexual vitality breathing. Soldiers,
Soldiers return.